Raider Nation, hold on tight because we have a bombshell today. Russell Wilson to the Raiders? Sounds crazy, but the rumors are growing and this could be a move that shakes up the entire AFC West. And to spice things up even more, this news doesn't just affect the Raiders, it also puts the Chiefs in a tough spot. Raider Nation, we're so close. The goal is to hit 2,000 subscribers, and with your help, I know we can make it happen. If you love this kind of Raiders content, hit that subscribe button and join us on this amazing journey. Every single subscription counts, and together we can show the strength of Raider Nation. Share this with your friends and let's spread the silver and black spirit. Let's do this and just win, baby. If this move happens, we could be looking at a new era for the next quarterback of Las Vegas. But is this the right decision? Let's break down the details of this explosive story and how it could impact the upcoming season. What's up, Raider Nation? I'm Michelle, and I'm here to bring you everything about the Las Vegas Raiders the way only a true fan can. And today we have news that could completely change the course of our team. Russell Wilson to the Raiders? Sounds like something out of a video game. But reliable sources suggest this possibility is being discussed internally. And let me tell you, this move could mean big changes for the franchise's future. Everyone knows the history between Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson. They won a Super Bowl together with the Seahawks and maintained one of the most successful partnerships in the NFL for almost a decade. Now with Carroll taking over the Raiders, the reunion rumors are heating up. The connection between the two could be a key factor in bringing Wilson to Las Vegas. Soon, Carroll has always believed in Wilson's potential, and with the Raiders looking for an experienced quarterback, this could be the perfect move. But does Wilson still have what it takes to lead the Raiders? Wilson's recent performance last season, Wilson had ups and downs with the Pittsburgh Steelers. He started strong, leading the team to a 6-1 record, but then faced difficulties, culminating in a disappointing end to the season. This raises the question, can we still trust him as an elite quarterback? If Wilson comes to Las Vegas, he will need to prove that he still has that Super Bowl shine in his game. The Raiders need a confident leader, and the big question is whether Wilson can be that guy. The Brady factor, and we can't forget the key player behind the scenes, Tom Brady. With a 10% stake in the franchise, Brady has directly influenced the Raiders' decisions, including the hiring of Pete Carroll. And if there's one guy who knows how to recognize quarterback talent, it's Brady. If Brady believes Wilson could be the missing piece to get the Raiders back on top, this could accelerate the negotiations. But the real question is, does Wilson really fit into the style of play that Carroll and Brady want to implement? Impact on the Chiefs now. Let's talk about the ripple effect of this possible move. The Chiefs. If the Raiders manage to bring in an experienced quarterback like Wilson, this could balance the competition in the AFC West. Patrick Mahomes and company would have an even tougher opponent to face. The truth is, the Chiefs have dominated the division in recent years, and the Raiders need a major shift to compete. If Wilson returns to playing at a high level, the Chiefs could have a lot to worry about next season. The quarterback conundrum. The quarterback position has been a problem for the Raiders in recent years. Since Derek Carr's departure, we've seen a true QB carousel with little success. Bringing in Wilson would add stability and experience, but is he the best option available? Some fans believe investing in the draft would be the best solution, while others think we need a veteran to take over immediately. What do you think, Raider Nation? Financial considerations. This entire discussion only makes sense if the Raiders can fit Wilson under the salary cap. His current contract is hefty and could strain the franchise's finances. For this deal to happen, the Raiders need to find a way to restructure the contract or cut costs in other areas. Is this investment worth it? Fan reactions. And now I want to hear from you. Does the idea of Russell Wilson as the Raiders quarterback excite or scare you? Fans are divided, with some thrilled about his experience and others concerned about his recent performance. Drop a comment below. Would you prefer Wilson or would you rather bet on a young talent in the draft? I want to hear everyone's opinion, closing thoughts, and call to action. No matter what happens, the Raiders are making bold moves this offseason. The arrival of Pete Carroll was already a huge step, and the next piece of the puzzle could be even bigger. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends. Turn on notifications because the next few weeks promise to be insane for the Raiders. Let's go, Raider Nation. What's up, Raiders Nation? It's Michelle here, bringing you the latest updates that are bound to shake up the NFL and our beloved silver and black. Hold on to your seats because today we're diving into shocking rumors about Russell Wilson potentially joining the Raiders and the drama brewing for the Chiefs. But that's not all. We're also unpacking the critical moves Pete Carroll needs to make to solidify his coaching staff, particularly the importance of retaining defensive masterminds Patrick Graham and Rob Leonard. Trust me, every detail in today's breakdown is crucial for our 2025 season. So stick with me as we break it all down in 15 intense segments. By the end, you'll know exactly why this offseason could be the turning point for the Raiders. Let's dive right in. The Raiders made headlines on Monday, officially introducing Pete Carroll as the new head coach. A legend in his own right, Carroll brings decades of experience, a Super Bowl ring, and a knack for building competitive teams. But Carroll isn't just here for the glory, he's here to win. His first mission? Assembling a top-tier coaching staff that can lead the Raiders back to prominence. And it starts with keeping defensive coordinator Patrick Graham and his protege, Rob Leonard. Carroll's ability to foster competition and continuity will define his tenure in Las Vegas. Raiders Nation, are you ready for this new era under one of the greatest minds in football? Let's talk about Patrick Graham, the unsung hero of the Raiders defense. Known as one of the NFL's best defensive coordinators, Graham has transformed our defensive unit into a force to be reckoned with. He's not just a coach, he's a Yale-educated mastermind who works tirelessly, 18 hours a day, according to linebacker Robert Spillane. That's the kind of commitment that earns respect, not just from players but from the entire league. With teams around the NFL eyeing Graham for head coaching positions, keeping him in Las Vegas is critical. Pete Carroll knows this, and retaining Graham is step one in building a winning culture. Right behind Graham is Rob Leonard, the Raiders' defensive line coach and a rising star in the NFL coaching world. Leonard has gained a reputation as a defensive guru, with multiple teams already requesting interviews for him to fill DC roles. But here's the catch, the Raiders have turned down every single request, signaling just how much they value Leonard. This guy isn't just a coach, he's a key piece of our defensive puzzle and a future leader in the making. Carroll must ensure Leonard stays in silver and black. Losing him would be a major setback, not just for the defense, but for the continuity Pete Carroll hopes to build. Raiders Nation, if there's one player who epitomizes grit and leadership, it's linebacker Robert Spillane. With over 140 tackles in each of his last 2 seasons, Spillane has been a rock for our defense. But it's not just his stats that make him invaluable, it's his connection with Patrick Graham. Spillane has described Graham as the heart and soul of the defensive system, a genius who brings out the best in every player. As a free agent this March, Spillane is one of the Raiders' top priorities for re-signing. Keeping him isn't just about talent, it's about maintaining the backbone of the defense. Graham and Leonard aren't just great individually, they're a dynamic duo. Together, they've built a defense that's aggressive, disciplined, and intelligent. Their ability to communicate and implement complex schemes sets them apart. Keeping both of these coaches is as big as any high-profile player signing. Their influence extends beyond the X's and O's, creating a culture of accountability and excellence. Carroll knows this, and his first big win as head coach would be locking down these two leaders for the long haul. Raiders Nation, this is where the foundation for success is built. Alright, let's address the elephant in the room, Russell Wilson to the Raiders. That's the rumor making waves, and it's as exciting as it is shocking. Could the veteran QB bring his talents to Las Vegas? Wilson, a Super Bowl champion with years of playoff experience, could be the steady hand the Raiders need under center, but acquiring him won't be cheap. Draft picks and potential roster sacrifices will be part of the equation. What do you think, Raiders Nation? Is Wilson the missing piece to our puzzle, or is this move too risky? Let me know in the comments. Now let's shift gears to our division rivals, the Kansas City Chiefs. Word on the street is that there's some internal strife brewing in KC. Could this be the crack the Raiders need to seize control of the AFC West? Even with Mahomes and Reed, no dynasty lasts forever. Sustaining success brings its own challenges, and the Chiefs may be reaching a tipping point. Raiders Nation, this is our moment to strike. With a competitive roster and strong leadership, we can turn the tide and make the AFC West ours again. One thing Pete Carroll is known for is creating a competitive environment. Whether it's at USC or with the Seahawks, his teams thrive on competition, and the Raiders will be no different. Carroll's recruiting skills will also come into play. Whether it's retaining key coaches like Graham and Leonard or attracting new talent, his track record speaks for itself. Raiders Nation, get ready for a new energy under Carroll. This isn't just about winning games, it's about building a culture of excellence that can last for years. The offseason is here, and it's time to build for the future. With free agency and the draft on the horizon, the Raiders have an opportunity to strengthen their roster and address key areas of need. Carroll and the front office will need to be strategic, balancing short-term success with long-term goals. Every move matters. Raiders Nation, buckle up. This offseason is just the beginning of what could be a game-changing era for the Silver and Black. Alright, Raiders Nation, there you have it. From Russell Wilson rumors to the importance of keeping Graham and Leonard, this offseason is shaping up to be one for the books. But what do you think? Should we go all in on Wilson? Is keeping Spillane a must? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Share this video with your fellow Raiders fans, and let's keep the conversation going. Until next time, go Raiders. One of the most overlooked aspects of building a winning team is continuity. Raiders Nation, this is where retaining Patrick Graham and Rob Leonard becomes so critical. It's not just about their individual brilliance, it's about the consistency they bring to the defensive unit. Think about it, every time a team loses a key coach, the entire system has to be relearned. Players have to adapt to new schemes, new terminologies, and a different coaching style. By keeping Graham and Leonard, Pete Carroll ensures that our defense continues to grow stronger without skipping a beat. And, let's not forget, continuity also attracts free agents. When players see stability in a franchise, they're more likely to sign on the dotted line. Raiders Nation, this is about building something sustainable, not just a one-and-done season. Speaking of free agents, this offseason is going to be a pivotal one for the Raiders. We've already talked about Spillane, but there are other key players who could hit the open market. The question is, how do we prioritize who to keep? Pete Carroll and the front office need to evaluate not just the talent, but also the chemistry these players bring to the locker room. This team is more than stats on paper, it's a brotherhood, and losing the wrong piece could disrupt the entire vibe. Raiders Nation, who do you think we absolutely have to re-sign? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this offseason is a make or break moment for our roster. Now let's talk about the draft. With Pete Carroll's history of finding hidden gems, this could be a chance for the Raiders to load up on young talent that fits his vision. But where should the focus be? Offensive line, secondary, or maybe another weapon for the offense? The draft isn't just about the first round pick either, it's about finding value in every round, from late round steals to undrafted free agents. Carroll's track record with developing players gives us a real edge here. Raiders Nation, this draft could set the tone for years to come. What position do you think we need to prioritize? Let me know your thoughts. This is your chance to weigh in. As we wrap up, let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. The Raiders are at a crossroads, with Pete Carroll taking the reins and a roster full of potential. The decisions made in the next few months will determine whether we're contenders or just another team trying to stay afloat in the AFC West. From retaining key coaches like Graham and Leonard to making smart moves in free agency in the draft, every choice matters. And let's not forget the wild card, those Russell Wilson rumors. Could a veteran QB be the final piece to our puzzle? Raiders Nation, this offseason is going to be a roller coaster. Stick with us as we navigate every twist and turn. And remember, your voice matters. Comment, like, share, and let's keep this conversation alive. Alright Raiders Nation, that's it for today's breakdown. If you're as excited about this offseason as I am, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you're the first to know about any breaking Raiders news. Share this video with your fellow Raiders fans, and let's grow the strongest fan base in the NFL. I'll be here with you every step of the way, breaking down every move, every rumor, and every highlight. Until next time, stay passionate, stay loyal, and as always, go Raiders!